Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first AEW Dynamite of the year. It is time for New Year's Smash Night 1. We just had the 8-man tag of the Young Bucks and SCU taking on the Acclaimed and the High Blood 2. At least we actually got to see the introductions of all 8 teams. Well, combined, but still, this was a very good opening 8-man tag. Very entertaining, very hard hitting, all 8 guys getting involved, but a rare botch from the Young Bucks. Matt or Nick went for the Meltzer driver they do, but unfortunately one of them missed it. One of them tried to jump off the ropes, botched it, but then managed to turn it into a moonsault to the outside, and they hit the best Meltzer driver ever, which is Christopher Daniels and the other Young Buck, to get the win. Very entertaining, and then had a friendly gentleman's agreement. The SCU and the Young Bucks had a very gentleman's agreement in regards to saying that SCU, the next time they lose, they will basically not team anymore. So they want to have a gentleman's agreement with both the guys, and we're going to get that down the road. I'm looking forward to that match. So, had a rundown of the show, very entertaining, and now we will have the return of Mr. John Moxley. Looking forward to that one. So, guys, let's keep the ball rolling for AEW Dynamite, shall we? So, we just had Moxley come out and basically tell Kenny that I'm coming for you, mate. End of the day, you're going to pay the buddy man. So, very good promo from Moxley. He could always talk, so it's nice to see him talk again. And now we have got Warlord versus Hager. I apologize about that, guys. Random cat just randomly meowed. So yeah, basically it's just hard-hitting two men, two beefy boys fighting. But yeah, it's doing quite well so far. I mean, not really any botches, to be fair, bar Warlock trying to jump over Hager, but nearly missed. Luckily, was just able to get over just in time, kept his legs grounded, threw him over the top rope, and then double clothesline on the outside. We've gone into a picture-in-picture at this moment in time. But yeah, so far, it's actually really good. Just beating everybody up. We've still got quite a few matches to go. We even have the women's championship match coming up. We have the world title coming up. But yeah, so I will see you at the end of the match and at the next commercial break. So let's do this. So we just had the ending to Hager versus Warlord. Sorry. Actually, this was a very, very fun match. Two big guys just going at it, really fun, entertaining. Very, very good. Weirdly, Warlord gets the win with the F10, which is a weird thing to happen. I thought they would have actually had Hager win, but no, they had Warlord win. Unless they're gonna push Warlord, then maybe. But apparently, Jake Hager with the first loss in AEW, with his first loss in AEW. I would have thought he would have won. He's still undefeated in MMA, I think. I could be wrong on that one, but yeah, he's still. I think he's still undefeated. We now have the weigh-in for Brian Cage and Darby Allin coming up for next week's Dynamite. But we also had Private Party, Snoop Dogg, and Matt Hardy segment backstage. Basically, them signing a contract to be with Matt Hardy or something like that. It was on BTE or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, so far, 2 good matches. Let's carry on, shall we? Oh, we just had the weigh-in for Darby versus Bryan next week. Bryan weighs in at 274. Jesus fucking Christ, he's under 280. Fuck me. And Darby comes in at 170. So he's giving away 104 pound weight advantage to Cage. Basically, Darby just turns around and goes, "Yeah, motherfucker, let's just fight." Sting comes out to make the save, and then we get an MJF segment backstage, basically just going to Jake Hager going, "Hey, you lost, but you were able to walk away. So you're still undefeated. You're still undefeated in MMA, which is kind of nice, kind of a nice sentiment from him. So yeah, so we'll see what's next. So just before the next match began, we had Jurassic Express backstage, and they set up FTR versus them for next week. Getting some really good matches for next week, guys. We're looking forward to next week. And we now have Matt Sydal versus Cody. Ooh, this is going to be good. Snoop Dogg is the Arn Anderson of this situation, basically just helping Cody strategize and stuff like that. This is the first time these guys have ever faced off in a one-on-one match, I think. And if it is, then holy shit, these guys are good. Like this, it's Matt Sydal versus Cody Rhodes. Of course, it was going to be good. So yeah, looking forward to this match. Match so far. Sydal hurt his knee on a jump to the outside. I hope he's okay. Actually, I hope that doesn't play. Hope he isn't injured because he's a bloody good talent. We're in picture now, so we'll get back to the match and we'll see how it concludes. Just at the conclusion of Matt Sydal versus Cody, this was a really good matchup. I think this is their first ever one-on-one match. They've had tag team and six-man tags, but never had a one-on-one match, I think. Yeah, great match. These two are very, very good together. They work really well together. Cody gets the win with the Crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. Then Dr. Luther and his partner get involved, and then Snoop Dogg. I hate to say it, guys, Snoop Dogg does the single worst frog splash I have ever seen in my life. I hate to say it, but it was awful. But gets a visionary 1, 2, 3. Cody counts it. It won't be an official pin, but it was fun to see. Yeah, we now have the AEW Women's Championship on the line, and we have the world title on the line in the main event. So, I think so far this has been a damn good. So far, this has been a damn good show. They've been building up matches for next week. They've built some extra matches for next week in Mero and Chuck Taylor and Jurassic Express and FTR. So yeah, I'm actually, next week is looking pretty fucking stacked. I don't think there's any real talky segments next week. We had Moxley, we had the weigh-in for next week, and I think we're gonna have Sting speak as well. Maybe I don't know if we're gonna have that this week or next week, but so far so damn good. So let's carry on watching this, shall we, guys? So let's do it. So just covering my bases, AEW Women's Title match, very good match. It was weird because I thought we were going to have a new champion, but no, we had a retention. Very entertaining. It was a bit strange. The champion got bit, and it was one of those things where it's like, okay then. But it played into the story. Champion retains. I cannot say the champion's name. I do apologize. Or the challenger's name. But yeah, great women's match. Possibly one of the better women's matches we had. And we had more matches announced. So they ran down the card for next week. We have got an NWA Women's Championship match. Selena Deeb taking on Tyler Bay, which is going to be a good match. And she's going to have the Dark Order in her corner. So she's going to have Anna Jay and John Silver and a few of the other members. So that's going to be quite interesting. So, guys, it's time for the AEW World Championship match. Kenny Omega versus Phoenix. And I will be watching the AEW Game Showcase Episode 1 with Kip Sabian. Looking forward to that. So, World title match. Let's do this. So we just had Ray Phoenix versus Kenny Omega for the world title. Bloody good matchup. But the end of the match, Moxley comes out to hit Kenny with a barbed wire baseball bat, and then fucking Good Brothers, Gallo and Anderson make their debut, beat up a load of people. The Young Bucks come out. Sorry, that's loud. I do apologise. And then join in with the Too Sweet. Are the Young Bucks turning heel? have Gallows and Anderson joined AEW? I don't know. I mean, we'll find out next week, or we'll find out on BTE, but fucking hell, this was a great matchup. So, first show of the year for AEW. Fucking shocker. Fucking amazing. So, I'm gonna watch the AEW games preview. The show was great. First show of Dynamite, first Dynamite of the year. Fucking amazing. Cannot wait for next week. Let us carry on with next week's show and have some fun. Guys, I will see you next week for AEW Dynamite's New Year Smash Night 2. Guys, enjoy the rest of your week.